Hi, I'm back with another recipe for you. This one's going to be kosher dill pickles, and in Hungarian it's called Kovaszos Uborka. There isn't, I don't think, a Hungarian family that does not know how to make these pickles. They are delicious, sour, crisp. Well, yesterday was market day, so I went out and got these nice cubes. They're not tiny. I like them about this size, but there wasn't that many to choose from. Usually if you ask the farmers, whoever sells it, if you could pick out about this size, they usually let you go and pick them out. And anyway, I brought them home. I scrubbed them. I have this little cuticle or nail brush, what you would call. I've had this also for years, and I use it on the cucumbers. I brush them and like so. Sorry, I only have one hand here right now, and like that, and then rinse them in under the water as I'm brushing them, and then I put them into this bowl, and I fill it up with cold water, really cold water, and I just leave it overnight, and it kind of freshens them up. So now I'm going to start it and show you how I cut off the ends and prepare it for the bottle, and it'll probably take about 3 days. So anyway, here we go. These are the things you'll need, and some dill beads, salt, water. So I've cut most of the ends off from all of them to save some time, and I put it into a bottle like this. See, with the big mouth, so like me. So anyway, you put about 2 down in the bottom and 1 on top, and also some rye bread. You don't put the buns or whatever, they're too sweet. You put the rye bread in, which I have forgotten to put here, which I will bring right now. Just so there's the rye bread. Sorry, I forgot about that. I didn't forget, I probably would have remembered when I finished putting it in, but just for you to see all the ingredients that goes in here. So like I said, I've already started, and what I'm going to do is I left 2 of them, like these are the sizes, and I'll show you how to check to make sure they're not bitter. So what I do is I cut the end off like this, and then I take this end and I lick it. If it's bitter, don't use it because it'll ruin the whole bottle of pickles. So you cut both of the ends off just like that, and then like right in the middle, cut it nearly to the end. Then you take and crosswise cut to the same spot. What I do, I don't go in there and just make slits. I cut it like this. Everybody has their own way. Like most of my recipes, or all of my recipes, I do it like my mom. She left one end in one piece. So there's one. I've done that one. And here's another one. Same thing. I cut at the end off. And then I lick the end to make sure that it's not bitter. Then cut this end off. Then I cut it nearly to the end. Like that. And that's it. Now I start putting them into the bottles. So now start putting them in. One with this one with this side up and the other one this side. So now pack them down. I hold them sideways so they can keep still. They won't roll around in the bottle. If you see, I've put them into the bottle, and I have one more to put in. They're all stacked in here, you see. And now what I'm going to do is put in the rest of the stuff on the top. I'll put in one more dill weed. And I've wet the bread, and I'm just going to stick it down all the way around. If you've seen others do it one way different from me, like I said, everybody does it their own way. And this is the way I like mine. And how they've done it is how they like theirs. So now I'll put in the warm water. I fill it up all the way to the top. When you're pouring, if you can put your finger in there and make like a little hole pocket, so the water will go in easier. It's a little bit difficult for me right now because I have the camera in front of me, so I'm not exactly seeing what I'm doing, but we're getting there. I just need a little bit of more water. See, it's right up to the top. Now I'll put in, and this is the measured salt. It looks a lot, but this is what will help the fermentation. No, I don't mix it in with the water. I let it work itself, and see how it's going, running down, see? Goes down and it'll melt on its own. It's got 3 days before I take it out, so yeah, but this is how I do it. So you have to put this on a tray of some kind because it will run over as it starts warming up in the sun. This is the tray that I put it on, and I made room there because I have another bottle already, and I'm going to put it outside. Now, as you see, the top is bare, but I don't like any bugs, so I cover it with the saran wrap so no bugs get in it. And what I do, I just make a little bit of hole so the air gets in like that, and I put a plate over it, and I just put it out in the sun. So there's my kosher dill pickles. I hope you liked the video. Let me know if you made the cucumbers and how you liked it. I wanted to show you how my pickles are sunbathing. You see, there's two in that chair and one in that chair, and it's right against the sun on my balcony. I live on the 9th floor, so it's a nice sunny day today, and I'll bring them in at night and take them out in the morning. So we'll see you as they progress. I've just taken out the cucumbers out of the bottle, and what I do is when I'm taking them out, I take them out one by one like this, and then I swivel it around in that fermented water, and then I'll just stack them over here. And if you see the color, it's kind of a yellowish green, like that wild green has gone off of it, and now it's become this like a I don't even know what kind of a green I would call this, but that rough green has gone away. This, I guess, got a little bit of a golden green color. So this is it's been out 3 days in the sun. And I brought it in last night, and I let it stay overnight before I going to rebottle it. I moved the camera just a little bit so you can see the color maybe a little bit better this way. So anyway, it needs to be out at least 3 days, so it's between 3 and 4 days. It depends on the weather and the sun, but don't keep it out on a cloudy day or rainy day. Try and do this when you know the weather is going to be nice and sunny. So now I have this sifter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the liquid over the cucumber like this. And I do it through a sifter, so all that bread and still some of the dill is not in there. So that's it. You see? Nice and cloudy, clear. So now what I'm going to do is wash the bottle, and then I'm going to put it back in this. But if you want, if you have half the size of this bottle, then you know, you can put it into 2-3 bottles, because these cucumbers are kind of big, so not many would fill into a small little bottle. So anyway, you'll know what to do when you get to that point. So now I'm going to wash the bottle. See, the bottle's been washed nice and clean, and then I put the pickles down with the bottom that's not cut. That is this side, not this side. And then the ones on top, I just put them down sideways because you can. They're very flexible, you see. And I've taken one out to taste. And I don't know if you can hear it. It's so nice and crisp and sour. It's really, really delicious. So the liquid I'm going to sift through again to make sure it's nice and clear. No bread or no dill weeds in there. Now I put all the liquid in there, And I'm just going to keep it in the fridge till I find something to put it in, but I usually keep it in this big bottle. I don't know where you can find it. Maybe at a flea market or somewhere, but I know they're still around. This is from way, way back in my life, and at least 50 years. So anyway, this was it. I hope if you tried it that you enjoyed this kosher dill pickles. It's the best ever. And this is the time to make it. So hurry and go get some.